Hello everyone, welcome to another Elfang comic video. Now that it's the beginning of March, I decided to, I don't know what made me do this. It's something that I've been doing for a couple months, for the last couple months, but I just wanted now to put it on a video. But I'm a person who's constantly watching movies. So I started writing down the movies that I watch throughout the month. And on this video, I want to share you guys what are the movies that I saw throughout the month of February. Before anything, this month was kind of busy for me. As you guys can tell on the channel, there were lots of videos. Then I had a job that I need to take care of and other stuff. So I didn't have that much time to see movies as in other months. But I still got to see a couple throughout the month, so those are the ones I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So, alright, let's get to it. And before starting, guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment down below if you're liking this content. Also, feel free to check out the Mates Team channel, which is a channel where me and my friends are doing different kind of stuff. And it's a pretty fun channel, alright? So, feel free to go check it out and let me know what you think. Alright, guys, so now let's get to it. Guys, I'm not gonna give you guys like a really deep explanation of the movie and what I thought, because I feel like that will make the video longer. So I'm just gonna try to go through them as fast as possible, give you a little opinion of what I thought, but again, it's not gonna be really complex unless I feel like the movie's worth it. But I'm just gonna try to go as fast as I can, right? The first movie I saw in February was Disney Pixar's Ratatouille. Ratatouille is a really cool movie. I love watching it. I feel like the movie's extraordinary. It's one of the greatest Pixar movies out there, and I really enjoy watching it. It was a really good experience. Then I saw the movie The Rock from 1996, starring Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery. That movie is really good. It's an action movie directed by Michael Bay, if I'm correct, and it's really good. I recommend you guys watching it. It's not a movie that I heard lots of people talking about, but it's a really cool movie. If you guys have a time, check it out. It's full of action and good acting, and I don't know, I feel it's a really cool movie. Next, I saw Disney Pixar's Cars from 2006. I feel like, I don't know if it's just my generation or what it is, but I feel like Cars is one of the greatest movies out there. There's definitely a before and after Cars. This might sound really childish coming from me, but I feel like Cars is one of the greatest movies that were invented. Like, it's a historic movie because it represents a lot for little kids and kids in my generation. It's quite an epic adventure, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, but it's totally cool if you guys see it again. It's a fantastic movie. Moving on, another movie that I saw this month was Ice Age 4. Now, this movie I won't recommend you guys watching. It has its moments, but in my opinion, the best Ice Age movie is the fourth one. But in my opinion, the best Ice Age movie is the first one. That's the best one there is. The other ones are kind of lame. I don't know. I don't find them fun to watch. I watched it just because I had nothing else to do. The third one's kind of good, but other than those two, then they're all bad. So it wasn't a good experience. There's some parts that I like, but nothing too crazy. Another movie that I got to see was Alvin and Chipmunks 2 from, I think, 2010. And that movie was something else. That movie was... It's like... I feel like it's not the first Alvin and Chipmunks, I feel like it's really good. A really funny movie. But the second one is kind of loses its track. It's a little bit more slower. But I feel like it's also interesting to watch. I don't know. It's not the greatest movie, but compared to the third and fourth one, oh, those are terrible. I hate watching those. But yeah, the second one's not as bad as the other ones, but it was alright. Another movie that I got to see this month was The Marine, starring John Cena from 2006. That movie, I remember growing up how cool I thought that movie was. That movie was epic because John Cena back then was like the biggest wrestler in the world, and his movie was too iconic. And I remember watching it over and over again with my brother and cousins. And now that I got to watch it again, it was a cute feeling of throwback to my childhood. It was really cool, and I recommend you guys watching it. I'm pretty sure you'll have. Now the saga continue with The Mist, and I feel like that's cool because now he claims it in his WWE promos, and that's good for him. So yeah, the movie was pretty good, and if you guys have a chance, take a look at it. Another movie that I got to see was Goodfellas from 1990s, directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, and Robert De Niro. Now, I'm sure majority of you guys have seen this movie. This movie is a masterpiece. It's really cool. I love watching it. It was a really classic movie. Like, I see lots of inspiration in other movies coming from that movie because that movie is really good. It's one of the greatest. I feel like all the Martin Scorsese movies, that's on the top three. That's one of the greatest he has made. And if you guys haven't watched it, please check it out. It's really easy to watch. That movie, you can understand everything really easy. Everything moves fast. You understand. They explain you everything. It's a movie that is really easy to understand, and it keeps you watching for really long periods of time because the movie is not that long, but it feels kind of long. So yeah, it's a movie that you have to constantly pay attention because it's one of those movies that if you miss something, then you can not kind of understand the movie, but it's not that hard to keep on with the movie. Now, one that just came out not so long ago that I got to see was Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry, it was a weird mix of emotions while watching the movie because while watching Tom and Jerry, some of the moments were too classic, like from the old cartoons, and that's what I liked. But then they try to add like these, the humans were kind of cringe, and some parts, not all of it, not the whole movie was cringe like most of kids' movies are these days. But I feel like the movie was kind of boring, a little bit lame, but it wasn't the worst experience ever. I've seen worse movies, but if you guys see it, I'm sure the first time you guys won't feel disappointed because the movie is somewhat good in its own sense. But I don't know, it's not the greatest movie of animation ever, but it's definitely not as bad as other animated movies. Last but not least, I got the chance to see for my first time The Blind Side, starting Sandra Bullock. That movie, I remember when I was little, everybody was talking about that movie, how good it was, but I never got a chance to. But I recently just sat down and started watching, and I was looking for something to watch, and I came across the movie, and I started watching it, and it was a really cool movie. I loved watching it. It's a very inspirational movie. I really liked it. The acting was really good. The characters development, it was all good. I really recommend you guys watching it. I'm sure majority of you guys have seen this movie because it's a classic. From what I heard, I just got a chance to see it recently, and I recommend you guys totally watching it. It's a really cool movie, and let me know if you guys liked it. Okay, guys? So these are the movies that I got to see this month. I know they're not as much I thought, but I was really busy this month of February. I was doing lots of stuff, recording for this channel, the main channel, and watching WandaVision, which is really cool, but I couldn't put it here. Well, that's another thing that I saw, WandaVision, but I wanted this to be specifically about movies, and it was kind of busy for me this month, but I hopefully on this March I get to see more movies, and I'll be making these videos monthly, telling you guys what movie I saw in the previous month. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys have seen any of these movies or if you're planning on watching any of them. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, leave a like, and let me know what you think. Alright guys, we'll see you next time.